Dr. McCollin. We thank you for your valuable time coming here to share with us.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Selamat pagi, Bapak Ibu semua.
You know, it's always interesting when people introduce you.
Ya, sebenarnya sangat menarik kalau orang memperkenalkan kita.
Sometimes I think about all of the things that Mimi and I have accomplished and wonder, wow, we did all of that. Wow.
Ya, hari ini bagaimana dia dan saya akan melakukan kegiatan ini bersama.
This morning we're going to have an opportunity to begin to look at what inclusive education looks like, feels like, and sounds like.
Ya, kita akan melihat hari ini untuk melihat bagaimana pendidikan inklusi itu kita lihat, kita dengar, dan kita rasakan apa yang inclusive education itu.
You see, it's not a destination.
Ya, ini bukan sebuah perjalanan gitu ya.
Inclusive education is a journey.
Ya, ini merupakan sebuah proses perjalanan panjang. Pendidikan inklusi itu bukan sebuah terminal yang berhenti gitu ya, tetapi sebuah perjalanan yang harus kita lewati.
We never get to inclusive education. We're in a constant state of becoming more inclusive.
Ya, kita harus terus melihat bagaimana menjadikan pendidikan inklusi itu.
You see, in order for us to truly become inclusive, we have to change all of the mindsets of all of the people around the world.
Ya, untuk menjadikan pendidikan inklusi, kita harus berani mengubah mindset kita atau pola pandang kita dan mengubah orang-orang itu untuk berpikir, mengubah pola pikirnya.
I mean, just think about it.
Ya, mari kita berpikir.
When someone comes up to you,
kalau orang datang pada kita,
and they look different, sound different, and act different, how do you act?
Oke, kalau orang datang pada kita dan kita lihat dia berbeda, tingkah lakunya beda, kita dengar beda, apa yang kita lakukan?
Do you move towards them or do you push away?
Nah, kita akan deketin atau kita jauhin?
I mean, honestly.
Ya, jujur, kita akan lakukan.
We have to begin to change our mindset.
So, kita harus mulai untuk mengubah pola pandang kita.
Because I'm looking around the room and I want to know who amongst us is perfect and normal. Raise your hand. I'm looking.
Jadi banyak hal yang normal kalau memangnya jadi kalau kita jalan gitu ya. Normal. Yes.
Who? I'm looking. Are you normal? Are you perfect? Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Who amongst us is perfect? Amongst us is perfect.
Siapa dan itu sempurna.
We are all in a state of disability.
Ya, kita semua punya disability.
All. Right now, I have a visual impairment. I have contacts in each eye.
Sekarang dia punya visual disability.
I have orthopedic impairments.
Dia punya ortopedik juga, kerusakan pada ortopediknya.
I literally have to take acupuncture every day while I'm in Vietnam so that I'm able to walk.
Ya, dia harus pergi ke akupunktur tiap hari di Vietnam agar bisa berjalan.
So if I acknowledge that none of us is perfect, then what's the question about inclusive education? We all need to be included.
Ya, semua perfect. Lalu apa kita mau tanya tentang pendidikan inklusif?
Inclusive education is about how we think about ourselves and others.
Pendidikan inklusi kita berpikir apa yang kita mau tanyakan tentang diri kita.
Inclusive education is about how I teach.
Merupakan sebuah bagaimana kita menolong gitu ya.
It means that I, as an educator, will use multiple intelligences to reach my learner.
Kita sebagai pendidik harus bisa mencapai itu semua.
It means that people who are verbal linguistic.
Kita berhadapan dengan orang misalnya yang berbeda bahasanya, luas pandangannya,
Who are mathematically logical.
yang punya kemampuan logikal matematika,
Who have the intelligence of inter and intrapersonal interaction.
ya, ada yang bagus di inter dan intrapersonality-nya,
Who are bodily kinesthetic.
ya, siapa yang sangat antus
Bodily kinesthetic, they move, they're like a basketball player. Bodily kinesthetic. Or soccer, football.
bermain sepak bola.
There are learners who have genius in many intelligences. And if we as educators only teach using one intelligence, we are disabling all of our students.
Kita berhadap dengan pembelajar yang punya banyak inteligensinya, tapi kita hanya mengajarkan satu hal.
Inclusive education is not about those with disabilities and their non-disabled
Jadi
peers.
pendidikan inklusif bukan bicara tentang disabilitas dan bukan disabilitas.
It's about changing your mindset in terms of who we are.
Jadi pendidikan inklusif bicara tentang bagaimana kita berani mengubah pola pandang kita.
How many people love classical music, or at least like classical music? Raise your hands. I love classical. You don't like classical? Raise your hands. Right?
Angkat tangannya.
Classical music. You know, people have to study very long in order to perform classics. And then there was silence. Right?
Repeat please.
Would you mind repeating that?
Repeat please.
Absolutely. Let me roll it back. How many people love classical music?
Berapa
Raise
orang
your
yang suka
hands.
musik klasikal, angkat tangan.
Yes. Classical music is very difficult to command and perform.
Musik klasik sangat sulit untuk ditampilkan dan juga untuk dikomentari.
Usually when someone plays, particularly the piano, they must have all of their faculties, all of their fingers available to reach the notes.
Ketika seorang bermain piano, dia harus memanfaatkan semua yang dia punya, semua jarinya, semua kecerdasan yang dia miliki dan lain sebagainya.
Right now, I'm going to show you a beautiful young man who plays classical music.
Sekarang kita akan lihat video ya anak muda laki-laki akan bermain piano sangat bagus.
Darius Simmons taught himself how to play the piano at age 10. By 15, he performed at Carnegie Hall. Now 17, Darius just composed his first song.
I like to show people that I can do things that you think that I may not be able to do, and I think piano was a great way to show that.
Remarkably, he's accomplished all of it with just 4 fingers. Darius was born with 3 on his right hand, 1 on his left.
I just like the way the instrument sounds all together, and I like the way people play it, so I was like, I want to be able to do that.
Did you hear what they just said? He has 4 fingers.
Dia punya 4 jari,
4.
cuma 4.
He has 4 fingers. 3 on one hand and 1 on the other.
3 di satu tangan, 1 jari lagi di tangan yang lain.
And he's a double amputee.
Dia juga
Yes,
tidak
two
memiliki
prosthetics.
kaki, jadi kakinya kedua kakinya sudah diamputasi sehingga dia memakai penyangga buatan.
And he attends the general high school and plays in the band with his fellow classmates.
Dan dia bergabung dalam
Wow.
klub musik di sekolahnya dan memainkan.
They got 10 fingers, you know, but I feel like I can make 4 work.
Darius came up with his own technique for reaching all the key with prosthetics. His legs amputated when he was a toddler. While Darius was at it, he picked up the trombone.
I don't ever get discouraged. Even when it part's too hard, I just keep practicing until I learn how to play it.
Darius's mom, Tamara, says he was strong-willed even as a little boy.
The one thing you'd hear him say is, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. And so I just let him go.
Now Darius has turned that determination to composing after months of work. He recently debuted his first song on his Facebook page. It struck a chord, quickly racking up 4 million views.
I'm just glad that I inspired people and made somebody's day. That's all I really wanted to be able to do. Just share my great music with everybody and just put a smile on people's faces.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel.
Let's give a round of applause to Darius. That's what inclusive education looks like.
Ya, itulah pendidikan inklusi yang kita lihat.
Sounds like.
Dengar
And feels like.
dan
It's not about us and them.
itu bukan berarti dia
It's
Bukan
about
tentang kita
tentang kita.
ataupun
It's not about us and them.
bukan tentang kita ataupun mereka.
It's about we. We together can accomplish. You know, I'm picking you out right now. He's like, no, don't come over here, lady. No, don't come over here. Why did I look up at her eyes? Those eyes are calling me. Why? Don't try to translate.
No need to translate.
No need to translate.
They don't need to translate it. They understood.
That's your expressive already good.
It's about understanding that you have strengths and I have strengths. That's what inclusive education is about. It's about teaching me to my strengths.
Jadi inclusive education merupakan dia bicara tentang bagaimana kita mengajar kekuatan masing-masing.
Imagine when I was in 3rd grade, my 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Jones, said to my parents that I talk too much.
Waktu kelas 3 SD, wali kelas saya bilang ke orang tua saya bicara terlalu banyak.
Me? Talk too much?
Saya bicara terlalu banyak.
I was expressing my verbal linguistic intelligence.
Saya cuma sedang mengungkapkan kemampuan berbahasa saya yang sangat baik.
But what happened? What would have happened if my mother and father said, Michelle, don't you ever talk again in those classes. You sit quietly and you do what those teachers say.
Apa yang akan terjadi jika orang tua saya bilang kepada saya, Michelle, kamu harus menuruti guru kamu. Jangan bicara terlalu banyak.
What would have happened?
Apa yang akan terjadi?
What would have happened
Apa yang akan terjadi?
if my parents said, don't talk anymore?
Jika orang tua saya minta saya nggak bicara lagi, apa yang akan terjadi?
Exactly. If my parents, who honor me, my parents right now, I bless God for them. They are 85 and 86 years old right
Orang tua
now.
saya sudah sangat tua, berusia 85-86 tahun.
If my parents hadn't honored the spirit and the talent, I wouldn't be here right now.
Jika orang tua saya tidak memiliki semangat yang sama, saya tidak akan ada di sini sekarang.
Inclusive education is about honoring the strengths and the power in individuals.
Ini kan inklusi merupakan bicara tentang kekuatan yang dimiliki dalam diri setiap orang.
Irrespective of what they look like, sound like, or feel like.
Tidak peduli bagaimana anak itu dilihat, bagaimana anak itu melakukannya, semacam itu.
So what is it?
Jadi apa sih sebenarnya?
So what is it? It's a process of addressing the diversity of the learner.
Jadi inclusive education adalah sebuah proses untuk menanggapi, merespon perbedaan dari semua kebutuhan yang dimiliki oleh para pembelajar.
So for example, here in Jakarta, inclusive education can also look like honoring the mother tongue.
Contohnya di Jakarta ini, inclusive education bisa mengambil bentuk yaitu menghargai bahasa pertama kita, bahasa ibu kita. I did say what you said.
You saw my eyes, that's my teacher eyes. Honoring the mother tongue when the children come to school, because it is important that we honor that diversity.
Kita menghormati bahasa ibu kita karena sangat penting bagi kita untuk menghormati dan menghargai bahasa ibu kita sendiri.
You see, it's an approach.
Kita lihat di sini, inclusive education adalah sebuah pendekatan.
It's a philosophy that allows for greater membership.
Sebuah filsafat yang membutuhkan keanggotaan yang sangat besar.
It means that just because I do something differently or that I am differently abled, it doesn't mean that I don't have the capacity to contribute to society.
Inclusive education bicara bagaimana kita berbuat atau melakukan hal-hal yang berbeda dan menyumbangkan hal yang berbeda kita pada komunitas, pada masyarakat kita.
Inclusive education is about creating a safe, secure environment where all learners can flourish.
Inclusive education bertujuan untuk menciptakan ruang yang bisa menerima yang nyaman bagi semua manusia. Can I forget? Flourish. Ya, menyuburkan, menumbuh kembangkan. Ya, seperti itulah.
Every child has a right to live free from discrimination.
Setiap anak punya kebebasan untuk hidup, punya hak hidup ya tanpa diskriminasi.
I want to hear that. I need this room empowered right now. So I'm going to ask, just bear with me 1 minute. Don't translate yet. Bear with me 1 minute.
Tolong jangan ditranslate.
I need you to say on this side, every child has the right to live free from discrimination. 1, 2, 3, go. Read, go, say it. Every child has the right to live free from discrimination. Good. This side of the room, right here. I need to hear it just a little louder because the rafters need to shake when you speak. Understand I teach my college classes like this. 1, 2, 3, go. Every child has the right to live free from discrimination. All right, so where are my English majors again? 1, 2, 3. Let's do a choral reading all together, which means you have to listen to each other. 1, 2, 3, go! Every child has the right to live free from discrimination. Yes! Now let me hear from this side. This is the side with some of those were the power brokers, but these are the power brokers. Are you ready? Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, go! Every child has the right to live free from discrimination. You have the right to live free from discrimination.
Kita punya hak hidup yang bebas dari diskriminasi.
Irrespective of your ability to speak perfectly.
Tanpa menghiraukan pandangan orang tentang kita.
You have the right to live free from discrimination.
Kita punya hak untuk hidup bebas dari diskriminasi.
Irrespective of your inability to see as others see.
Terlepas dari
apa yang orang lihat apa pada diri kita, terlepas dari itu semua.
You have the right to live free from discrimination, irrespective of your ability to move the way others move.
Ya, kita punya hak untuk hidup bebas dari diskriminasi, terlepas dari apa yang kita mau lakukan dengan gerakan apapun.
So why is it important?
Jadi kenapa itu penting?
Why is it important?
Kenapa itu penting? Mengapa itu penting?
Because when we have inclusive education,
Kalau kita punya pendidikan inklusi,
we have respect.
kita menghargai.
And that's what we're called to do.
Dan itulah kenapa kita menjadi guru.
We're called to respect and honor those young people that are placed in our care.
Kita memiliki panggilan untuk menghormati dan menghargai semua yang jadi murid kita.
I'm going to have a remedial class afterwards. Why is it important? Why is it important?
Kenapa itu penting?
It's important because
Penting karena
everyone has a right to civic engagement, education, and employment.
setiap orang punya hak untuk pendidikan, untuk pekerjaan, dan berpartisipasi aktif.
You know, oftentimes when we talk about inclusive education
Setiap kali kalau kita bicara pendidikan inklusi,
in the United States or any other place in the world,
di Amerika atau di setiap negara di dunia ini,
parents of children
orang tua dari anak-anak
with non-visible disabilities,
dengan
non-visible,
dengan tidak disabilitas,
always say that they don't want their children in class with kids with disabilities.
selalu berkata anaknya tidak mau berteman dengan anak-anak yang disabilitas.
Because the teacher won't have enough time for their children.
Karena guru-guru punya waktu untuk anak-anaknya.
That's fallacious thinking. Fallacious, fallacy, a lie, fallacious.
Itu suatu yang salah, yang keliru.
It's fallacious, it's wrong thinking. That's why this has
Pemikiran yang salah.
That's why this has to be about changing people's mindsets.
Karena itu kita harus bicara tentang perubahan pola pikir.
All students can benefit from inclusive education.
Semua akan mendapatkan manfaat dari pendidikan inklusi.
When I was an elementary school teacher in Brooklyn,
ketika ia menjadi guru SD,
so I've been teaching for 30 years.
Dia mengajar selama 35 tahun, ya lama.
Yeah, and I have like even more enthusiasm now. You know, I'm like on fire.
Sekarang saya punya antusiasme yang sangat tinggi.
We had a program in our school called, I'm going to use the raw term of it, reverse inclusion. Reverse education, reverse inclusion.
Pendidikan reverse yang terbalik.
There were kindergarten classes that actually, we took a general ed class. We took a general education kindergarten class.
Kita mengambil pendidikan TK ya, umum ya.
And we placed them into a special education class with kids with moderate disabilities.
David, please.
We placed the students
Kita main dengan anak-anak.
who were
Kita menempatkan
we placed non-disabled students
anak-anak anak-anak yang tidak disabilitas
into a class where children
ke
had
dalam kelas
moderate disabilities.
anak-anak yang mempunyai disabilitas moderat.
And the friendships and socialization that went on were mind-blowing.
Mereka berteman, bersosialisasi dalam kelas.
Reverse inclusion.
Reverse
Reverse inclusion.
pendidikan yang reverse.
A term. It's a term. Reverse inclusion is a term. Right. So it's about the fact that all students can benefit from inclusive
Jadi
education.
setiap anak bisa mengambil manfaat dari pendidikan inklusi karena anak yang tidak disabilitas bermain atau masuk dalam kelas anak-anak yang disabilitas.
You see, when we talk about inclusive education, we're really talking about anti-discriminatory practices.
Sekali lagi juga kami mengucapkan terima kasih secara khusus kepada Fulbright. Dalam hal ini diwakili hari ini ada Mas Muhammad Rizky Arifuddin. Kalau tidak berkeberatan boleh. This is from America. Oh, hi!
I have to be professional. I can't even laugh.
Thank you. Same here, same here. Sekali lagi Mas, terima kasih untuk semua bantuannya. Ini dengan bantuan Mas, mulai dari kami aplikasi sampai Ibu Michelle bisa datang, Mas Rizky dengan setia membantu kita. Boleh aplaus untuk Mas Rizky? Ya, diberikan kepada
Oh my gosh. Oh, do you see the presentation of it though? Oh my, oh that's beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if you know the movie Up. Anyway, yeah, I'm that dog in Up. Squirrel!
Michelle, this is our token of appreciation and gratitude for sharing such beautiful message for us. It's not lesson, but it's that inspiration and also commitment from an educator, a genuine educator. So thank you very much. Hope you like it. This is from